This week's episode of Rampage included 3 matches, including one of the first round of the AEW World Title Eliminators Tournament. We also had Andrade facing off against the champion Britt Baker in a non-title match, and the main event was a rematch from a few weeks back, Pac versus Andrade El Idolo. So let's get straight into it with Powerhouse Hobbs versus Orange Cassidy. Hobbs charged at Cassidy, who dodged him after he attempted the orange punch. Hobbs then avoided it and hit a spine buster, forcing Cassidy to roll out. He was in total control for most of the match at this point as he wiped OC into the ropes. Cassidy then tried to hit a tornado DDT, but Hobbs blocked it. Back from the break, it looked like Cassidy was finally building some momentum as he headed to the top rope and jumped at Powerhouse Hobbs. However, Team Taz member caught him in midair and locked in the torture rack. Cassidy broke through and attempted an orange punch, but Hobbs dodged it and pushed him into the corner. The referee tried to force Hobbs to make the break, but frustrated Hobbs literally lifted the referee to the next turnbuckle, got in his face. Orange Cassidy and surprisingly rolled up Hobbs to pick up the win. I'm going to go at 7 out of 10. It was a fun match, but it kind of did leave a lot to be desired. But, the right result in my opinion. Penta then came down to the ring next, accompanied only by Alex Abrahantes. Penta spotted the 2 guys in ringside as Les Superanos. Martin confronted them, but it turned out it's a couple of fans. FTR then attacked Penta and Abrahantes from behind, laying them out until Pank came to make the save. Before we got Andrade versus Britt Baker. Both of them were exchanging strikes early on before, back from the commercial, Britt took Andrade down with a neck breaker before Rebel got put our glove on at ringside. Andrade then hit back with a DDT and followed up with an attempt at the Queen Slayer. Jamie Hayter then got on the apron to make a distraction, but Andrade took her down and locked in a Queen Slayer again. Britt Baker managed to reach the ropes and then locked in the lockjaw to pick up the win. Tate Conti ran out after the match and kicked Baker in the face. Conti then seemingly laid out a challenge to Baker by holding the Women's Championship high. It wasn't the challenger I had in mind, but still be a really good match. The match was okay. It was just average for the TV, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And then it was main event time. Andrade El Idolo versus Pac. Andrade challenged at Pac early on, but the Death Triangle member caught him with a boot to the midsection, forcing Andrade to roll out of the ring. Pac then threw caution to win, hit a dive over the top rope, taking out Andrade at ringside. The Death Triangle member then rolled Andrade back into the ring, headed to the top rope, looking for a black arrow. But Pac hit back with boots after a counter from Andrade and then avoided a running boot himself. Back from the commercial, Andrade hit Pac with the 3 amigos but only managed a 2 count. Pac then headed to the top rope and hit an Orinara moonsault. He then rolled Andrade back into the ring, got on the apron and hit a springboard cutter. He replied with a DDT on the apron. Andrade heads to the top rope to hit a moonsault, but Pank sent him crashing off. Pank then joined Andrade on the top rope and hit him with an avalanche brainbuster, but Andrade still kicked out. Pac and Andrade then went back and forth, trading roll-ups. It ended with Pac rolling Andrade up to pick up the win. The lights went out after the match. Malachi Black's bet missed into Pac's eyes, then laid him out. Malachi brought a steel chair into the ring and Arn Anderson came down to ringside. Cody then came out from behind and took out both Andrade and Malachi Black. This was a hell of a match with a hell of an ending. So many questions. On the whole, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is fantastic. Overall this week, Rampage gets a 7 out of 10 from me. 6 out of 6, 7 and 8 were my scores, so this makes sense. On the whole, it was another really solid episode of TV, great matches from start to finish, decent storyline building as well. On the whole, it was a really, really entertaining episode of Rampage. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And follow me on Twitter, link description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.